edge of a blade. Every move I make is a power play. Grace in my stride, wisdom in my mind. I built the kind of life I dreamed I'd find. I've become a woman I look up to, strong and untouchable. It's what I do, radiating power, confidence so high. I'm not just living, I'm learning to fly. Men may desire, but I defy me. Unstoppable force, wild and free. I've become the woman I look up to, and I'm loving every shade of truth. Surviving what was meant to break me. Welcome back to Becoming Her. I'm your host, Kalina Chippy. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm really glad you found your way to this space. And if you've been walking this journey with me, thank you for coming back. This podcast is for the woman who is learning herself again. Not for who she had to be to survive, but who she's becoming now that she no longer has to just survive. Take a deep breath. Let's begin. Survival is not passive. Today I want to talk about something we never say out loud. Survival is not passive. People often talk about surviving as if it's something that happened to you. As if you just endured, tolerated, or waited it out. But survival is an active choice, a daily choice, a quiet but powerful decision you made again and again. You decided to get up. You decided to keep going. You decided to fight for a future even when the present felt heavy. Survival is strength in motion. There were days you were tired. Days you were hurting. Days you didn't see the point and you kept going anyway. That's not passive. That's courage. That's self-preservation. That's resilience lived out loud in the choices nobody saw. You didn't let bitterness become your identity. One of the greatest victories in a woman can have is choosing not to become bitter. Even when bitterness was justified, even when anger made sense, even when disappointment felt like companion, but you didn't let those emotions define you. You didn't let them harden you. You didn't let them mold you into someone you're not. Instead, you became softer. You became wiser. You became more aware, more grounded, and more compassionate. Choosing softness after pain is not weak. It's wisdom. Choosing hope after heartbreak is not delusion. It's faith. Choosing to remain open even after being wounded is the highest form of emotional maturity. You grew. Comfort is not required for progress. Here's something most people don't understand. Comfort is not required for progress. I say this time and time again. Your comfort zone is not your friend. You grew in discomfort. You evolve in uncertainty. You healed while shaking. You rose while crying. You didn't wait to feel ready. You just refused to stay broken. Progress rarely feels peaceful at first. It often feels like stretching, shedding, and stepping into unfamiliar spaces. But you kept moving, even when your heart was tired, even when your spirit was drained or strained, even when the path wasn't clear, you kept going. The hardest part did not defeat you. You survived the part that was meant to take you out. The chapter that tried to crush your confidence. The situation that tried to silence your voice. The season that tried to convince you that you weren't enough. But here we are. Here you are. Listening, hearing, healing, becoming. If the hardest part couldn't defeat you, nothing ahead of you can. Let yourself take that in just for a minute. And let me repeat it for you. If the hardest part couldn't defeat you, nothing ahead of you can. You made it through what you didn't think you could survive. You handled storms that would have broken another woman. You rebuilt yourself from pieces no one else could see. That alone is proof that you are stronger than the story you survived. And let me say this again. You are stronger than the story you survived. You are not who you were when you were surviving. Survival changes you, not in a way that diminishes you, but in a way that deepens you. You gain discernment, you gained awareness, you gained strength you did not ask for, but strength that now carries you into the woman you are becoming. You are not who you were before the pain. You are wiser than her, more grounded than her, more awake than her. Now that you're moving from survival to becoming or into becoming, life feels different, doesn't it? You see clearer. You choose differently. Your energy is sacred. Your time is intentional. You no longer chase what drains you. You protect what sustains you. Survival built the foundation for your becoming. What you survived gave you perspective. It gave you strength, clarity, awareness, resilience. Not to make life harder, but to make your becoming deeper. You're not becoming her in spite of what you survived. You're becoming her because of what you survived. Your survival is part of your wisdom now. Your experiences shaped your intuition. Your pain refined your purpose. Your storms taught you how to stand. You earned this version of you. Celebrate her. You can finally exhale now. You are entering a season where you no longer have to fight for every breath. A season where peace isn't foreign, it's familiar. A season where you don't have to brace yourself for impact, where you don't have to anticipate hurt, where you don't live in survival mode. Exhale. You're no longer in the place that shaped your fear. You're in the place that shapes your future. Before you go, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps this message reach more women who are becoming. And before I close, I want to share something from my heart. I have 3 printed books that walk with women in different seasons of becoming. Becoming Her, a journey back to myself. It's for the woman returning to her truth. 1 Coco full basket, the power of patience, consistency, and small steps. For the woman building slowly and faithfully. The Making of a King, lessons every boy should learn from his mother, rooted in wisdom, legacy, and nurturing strength. All 3 links are in the description. If you feel called to read them, please check it out. Thank you. And in closing, you survived what was meant to break you. Now it's time to become who you were always meant to be. I'll see you in the next episode. And until then, remember, you're already her. You're just rising deeper into your strength. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Blessings, love, and light.
Every scar, every tear, carve me into gold. Turn my fears into stories untold. I exude power like the stars at night, a beacon of strength and unstoppable light. I don't bend for love, I stand tall in my glow. The respect I demand is the respect they show. I've risen above what I once left behind, becoming the hero I hoped I'd find. I've become the one I look up to, strong and untouchable. It's what I do, radiating power, confidence so high. I'm not just living, I'm learning to fly. Men may desire, but I define me. Unstoppable force, wild and free. I've become the woman I look up to, and I'm loving every shade of truth. Every step I take, it's on my own terms. A fire inside me that forever burns. I'm the muse, the legend, the one they admire. But my biggest fan is the woman in the mirror. I've become the woman I look up to, strong and untouchable. It's what I do, radiating power, confidence so high. I'm not just living, I'm learning to fly.